You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, October 3rd. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning in. Got a grand show lined up for you today and all this week. All this week, we're giving away tickets for Muse. Yes, that's right. Muse is coming to Phoenix here in April, and we have tickets to give away to get you amped for that show. Speaking of shows, both Rico and I experienced a big show over the last week. Two completely different genres. Rico was out in Los Angeles and went to the Pitbull concert dressed as Pitbull.
Yeah, baby.
Did you leave with 5 girlfriends?
I left with 5 and then a lot of STDs with hot sauce.
I would hope so. I mean, you did it right. If you're going to do a Pitbull concert, I didn't know there was a right way to do it until I saw Rico and his brother doing it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how you do a Pitbull concert.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Jack White, and like Jack White, you could dress down for Jack White here in Tucson, but that show was phenomenal as well. And I kept getting the feeling, as I was telling Rico, that I was witnessing Jack White in his prime. Yep. Which was really cool to see. Like an artist that is going to be, is a legend, is a living legend, is going to be talked about and regarded as such for many years to come. You know, there'll be generations where they look back and be like, who was really good? That Jack White guy. He was really good as a guitarist, as a musician, as a songwriter, as an orchestra leader, like a conductor, I guess you would say. He was all those things, and it was fantastic to hear him live at the Linda Ronstadt Music Hall. That was my first time seeing a concert there, and there was one interesting thing going into it that I didn't know how they were going to work this, but I looked it up online and I saw that there was a no cell phone policy, right? Which I've heard before, especially with Jack White.
I was going to say, I feel like he'd be the guy to do that.
He is the guy to do that. Him and Chappelle, right? I think they were the originators of the no cell phone policy, to be honest with you. So I was like, oh, yeah, great. Yeah, I can't do a cell phone. But the problem is they don't have paper tickets either. That's how you're getting in. They have to scan your cell phone. So you can't leave your cell phone in the car. And I'm like, well, then how the F are they going to do this? Am I going to have to spend extra money to rent a locker to put my phone in and, all this? And I was overcomplicating it in my head. And when I walked through, I realized what they did. And I was like, actually, this is pretty smart. They have these security bags that you put your cell phone into. Have you done this before?
No, I haven't done that yet, but I've heard all about that.
Yeah, so this is cool. So they give you a little pouch and then it locks, and it's one of those electronic locks that can only be unlocked if you have a special key, and security has the key. So you put your cell phone in this bag and then you hold on to your cell phone, and that's your $1,000 property. So you have every right to hold on to it. And then, you enjoy the concert and you're engaged and you're watching it. You're not trying to get the best shot. You're not trying to get any video to get, your 12 likes on Instagram. You're just there enjoying the music and the show and seeing how everybody was 100% focused on the stage and not themselves is the reason why they do it. And it, right there, you're just like, oh, wow. Yeah, it works.
You notice the difference big time.
So, excuse me as I clear my throat. So I'm still a little raspy from screaming, yeah!
That's Jack's like, dude, it's a ballad. Chill.
No. See, I try to start the woos and the yes. I'm that guy. Yeah, I am that guy. That's how I participate. And I was dancing and, freaking out. But yeah, the whole thing was fantastic. And then at the end of the night, getting your cell phone back was no hassle at all. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm a big fan now of the no cell phone policy. As much as some people can get indignant about it, I was like,
Doesn't part of you kind of want to get one of those bags for your normal day-to-day life now?
kind of, yeah. Just put my daughter's cell phone in it and be like, here you go, you got 3 hours before I unlock it. It's such a great parenting tool. Yeah. And I know it wasn't the people at TCC because, I'm friends with the security team at the TCC because, I work with the Roadrunners. And, if they had those bags, I would definitely ask for an extra. But I could tell that it was part of the package of the traveling tour. Like, so Jack White's people had all these pouches. And what a thing to load up at the end of the night, right? You're talking thousands. Yeah. So for this, the Linda Ronstadt Music Hall is probably one of the smaller halls that Jack White was performing on this tour. So you would think they have at least in storage 10 to 20,000 of these pouches, at least. Woo. Right. That's an investment. For Linda Ronstadt Music Hall, 1,500 is all they needed, but that's still a lot of pouches. And I was thinking that there was going to be some kind of like full-blown line at the end of the concert. I was almost like tempted to leave before the final song, which was Seven Nation Army. But I was like, I'll just stay. I got to listen to Seven Nation Army. But then at the end of the night, it was super quick. There was no line. It was like, bam. All right.
Just unlocks.
Yeah, it just unlocked magically. I was like, oh, son of a bitch. My mind was blown all throughout the night.
This caveman brain, just like, what is it?
That's what it was, man. I was seriously, I walked into it with my mind blown. My mind was blown during the concert, and my mind was blown directly after. I was just like, yeah, I have no more mind left.
Now you got to draw the whole concert like a courtroom sketch.
Yeah, I could.
We'll believe you.
I could, yeah. Well, Jack White is super white. He's a vampire. I got some backstage news on his arrival and leaving the bus before he puts on his makeup and everything. He looks like The Walking Dead. And I'm like, yeah, that's a genius right there.
Yeah. Dude, this year you've seen 2 vampires already, Billy Corgan and then Jack White.
I would say
Jack great as vampires.
Yeah, I would say Jack White is more of a vampire than Billy Corgan, and that's a fight I want to see them have out between the two of them for the title. But
Vampire Tour, Halloween.
Yeah, it was fantastic. A lot of jams, like a lot of solos and mashups. So the dude was flexing. He flexed the entire set, and I don't think there was a single person that walked out of there thinking that Jack White. Minimal talent,
Yeah. So, I want a refund.
Right. Yeah. I don't think anyone was saying that.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's gear up because our eyes are focused on what's next. And what's next is your opportunity to win tickets for Muse. And that's coming up right around 7 a.m. this morning to kick things off. Speaking of kicking things off, let's do so with some Muse to get y'all amped and hyped. Here's Uprising, a nice little throwback on Rock 102.1 KFMA. We got your Morning Moron coming up after Ghost, so keep it right here. You know the name of the show. Let's go.
Caramel, my pudding was still hot. I threw the caramel on top and it just melted. I'm like, here you go.
We're live on the podcast broadcast. And then that's Chef Kyrie talking about her non-winning dish from last year, but returning for a second year in a row. The first time it's happened since Chef Gary's done back-to-back and didn't win. She'll be going for the first competitor ever in Knife Fight to win back-to-back titles. It's a big deal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podcast broadcast. We got Chef Kyrie to the left, and we got Chef Jake to the right. Now, Kyrie, where are you cooking at too?
Right now?
Yeah.
I just opened a new restaurant called The Lobby.
Oh, you opened your own restaurant?
Yes.
Congratulations. That's a huge deal.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's massive. So where's your restaurant at?
It's off of First and Wetmore underneath the Seasons Apartments.
Okay. First and Wetmore underneath the Seasons apartment. So it was one of those apartment buildings that had restaurant space built underneath it. So you have like a built-in clientele.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. We have a lot of college students that come in. They especially love coming for their free milkshakes.
Oh, do you offer them free milkshakes? Really?
Yeah.
And that's just a stipulation. Try to get them in. They have to show like an ID, or have to be like hotter than a 7, because it is like U of A. I noticed the area down there. As my daughter was getting a job interview at the Hub, and I'm looking around, and it looked like a set of a movie.
Wait. Your daughter's looking for a job, and you go to the Hub?
No, not the ice cream spot.
I have a couple restaurants.
It's her first job, so she's guaranteed to get fired. I don't want to throw her to my friends yet.
Heard.
I want her to like build up a good work ethic and then be like, hey, can you do me a solid? I don't want to be that guy where you're like, fuck, man, I hired your daughter and she steals from me and like. yeah. So,
oh my god,
she showed up late. She's stoned. Is like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah.
She's my father's daughter.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, once it's like her second or third job, for sure, I'll hit you up. But how long you been open, Kyrie?
We opened on September 6th.
Oh shit! So like 2-3 weeks ago.
It's literally we had a gut dinner.
Okay.
And then we had a knife fight, and then she opened on that Tuesday. So shout out to you. So Sunday we had a gut dinner for 96 people, 5 courses, craziness at the Mountain Oyster Club, and then Monday we had knife fight, and then Tuesday she opened. Which hats off to you, girl.
Yeah. Have you been sleeping at all? Have you slept at all in this last month and a half?
A couple hours.
Okay.
Maybe like, curled up on the floor in the office,
right,
hiding in fetal position.
Office naps are the best.
Yeah. Oh my God, though. But yeah, this is such a busy year, and congratulations, because you get so much going on and still like giving your all to try to take the titles best chef in Tucson for Knife Fight. Now, what's in it for you besides the ultimate bragging rights? Or just the ultimate bragging rights, right? Going back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like punking out all these dudes? Like, oh, you think you're a chef, huh?
Well, I was hoping like another female would kind of make it, but
stereotypically that's not going to happen. But you're breaking boundaries.
Wait, it was just you this year, wasn't it?
No, there's Martha.
Oh, Martha, yeah. She just had a baby.
Yeah.
She did a good job, but
yeah,
didn't.
Well, and then
cut the mustard, as they say.
Right, and then Chef Jake, who came out of nowhere. Good morning, Jake. Yeah. So like the running theme and the joke is the surprise that House of Bards has a kitchen, right? And you're a chef in House of Bards, and and then the chef from House of Bards taking it all the way to the finals is just a massive statement as well, right? Did you hear all the jokes when you were like competing?
You know what? I didn't. Especially I was up on the last week when we were up on the stage. I couldn't hear a thing.
Okay. Yeah, no, we weren't saying anything for sure.
You're good.
Yeah, my bad.
No, actually the joke was like, so Jake has 0 social media, which I applaud. I wish I could just sever the ties.
Yeah.
But his really good friend who works with him keeps me in contact with him social media and being able to get, I'm like, hey, I need a headshot. So she sends me this headshot, and he's in this like do you remember the scene from A Knight's Tale when they finally get like clothes, they get money, and he looks like he's actually a knight, and he has like a poofy shirt and like a vest on? He looked just like him. And I was like, does this dude work at the Renaissance Festival? Like, who is this guy?
That's actually where that picture was taken.
Oh, was it? Oh my God, that's so much better. She's like, no, he's just got style. And I was like, all right. And then he shows up to every night fight, and he's like silk, looking like Mr. Furley, like silk kimonos. And I'm just like, oh, it's the best.
That's amazing. Yes. So having your opponents like put their guard down, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're from Orange County. How long you been living in Tucson?
So I've kind of been living here off and on for like 20 years almost. I kind of come out here I've come out here for the summers, and just when I needed to get away from LA and
it's like the opposite, Snowbird. Huh? You come when it's hottest.
You know what though? I came out here and the monsoons and the sunsets, and I was like, this place is awesome.
Yeah, you're right.
And then I just fell in love with this place. So
you end up staying. Nice. Yeah. And how long you been working at the House of Bards?
So I literally, it's like it'll be a year in like a week or 2 weeks. It's like right at a year.
Oh, nice. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let's go on there. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We are live on the podcast broadcast where you can join us, youtube.com/Beef Vegan, or any of our social media pages on Rock 102.1's Facebook page, Beef Vegan's Facebook page. You know the drill. Joining us in studio, we got Chef Gary Hickey from El Charro and the co-organizer of a knife fight. Good morning, Chef Gary.
What's up, Beef?
And then we have our 2 finalists for Night Fight, returning for her 2nd year in a row as a finalist, which is a huge deal. And she just opened her own restaurant downtown. Chef Kyrie, good morning.
It's not
Chef
downtown, but
Is it not downtown? I assume students were
You
involved.
said Wetmore. First and Wetmore.
First and Wetmore. That's not downtown? I know this area well.
He's like, it's south of river. I don't go that far.
We got Chef Jake from House of Bards. So yes, we'll find out more about Chef Kyrie's new restaurant because I'm super proud of her from going from a Night Fight champion and then within 1 calendar year opening up her very own restaurant for the very first time. And then during this whole process, getting to the finals to defend her championship and go for back-to-back titles. I mean, it's huge. The whole storyline going into tonight's Night Fight that's going to be at the Monica. We're going to geek out with the chefs after Lincoln Park's What I've Done. So keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA or join the conversation, youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear. All right. So, yes. All right. Well, then, First and Wetmore. What are students even doing there? You know, are there students in that area?
Yeah, it's student housing above me.
Oh, yeah. And First and Wetmore?
Yeah, it's about 10-minute drive to U of A.
Yeah, that seems.
Free buses.
That's true. Yeah. Shout out Sunshine, right? So First and Wetmore. And you called it what again?
The lobby.
The lobby.
Because we're located off the lobby of the apartment.
Okay. You got a website and everything? I want to check it out. The lobby.
It's like up bougie stoner food.
I love bougie stoner food.
Yeah. So her chef partners, Corey from up in Phoenix. I mean, super talented. He actually came down and judged one of the Night Fights this year. Actually judged her Night Fight and was pretty freaking harsh on her.
Okay. Well, I had to if it's gonna be business partner going in.
But Corey's just an awesome guy, and like, if you check him out on Instagram, just amazing food, just super elevated. And then all that with trying to feed university students,
Right.
so you know, mac and cheeses, crazy burgers. What else you got? Milkshakes. Do your milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard?
Yeah.
Heard.
And girls. So we're looking at the lobby right here. So Chef Corey. And so how did you get loans or, you know, you're going into business with Corey as well, who has restaurants, I'm assuming. So this is another endeavor for him. So you go into partnership with him. Like, how's that work out?
Basically sorry.
That's okay.
Basically he's partnered with the person that owns the building.
Okay.
And that person's also partnering with him to open his restaurant in Phoenix.
Okay.
Oh. A little
nice.
quid pro quo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of restaurants sometimes open like that. I know Divine Bovine. I know he opened up that location because the landlord owner has a spot, and he was like, "Hey Ben, I need something in here.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you for dirt cheap."
Yeah,
And-
occupancy is better than vacancy.
Yeah, exactly. So we're looking at the menu. I want to see if there's you got any pictures of the place on the website yet? No.
No.
Oh, gotta work on that.
It's
Been a week, dude.
And she hasn't been sleeping and competing for her back-to-back Night Fight championship. I know. Okay, my bad. But yes, so this is a fancy stoner food. You got grilled cheese served with tomato bisque, rightfully so, roasted eggplant, roasted bell pepper, jam, olive pesto for the herb cream cheese. That sounds nice. A little cheddar, mozzarella. So all different types of sandwiches. Italian beef. Is Italian beef just super popular now because of the bear, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
You see it everywhere. Do you feel like the Italian beef right off the bat has been a big seller for you, Kyrie?
No, surprisingly, our fried chicken sandwich has been
Oh,
the number one
yeah.
seller.
That's always going to happen,
Done.
huh?
Just done.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. So we're just checking out Chef Kyrie's new website for the lobby, which is on First and Wetmore. Super excited that she has her own restaurant for her very first time, and congratulations again. We're talking about popular food items, and I was assuming the Italian beef just because the popularity of FX's The Bear. Everyone wants to try that Italian beef, but for you, the fried chicken sandwich still king, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, people just love their fried chicken, man.
It's nuts, dude.
I know.
Well, it's-
Did El Charo add a fried chicken sandwich next to their carne seca burrito because they got to stay in the game somehow?
No, but we did. So we have at the Monica, where the Night Fight finale is tonight, we have Freebird Chicken, which is our we take actually masa flour and make our chicken fingers with masa flour.
Ooh, nice.
We were just like messing around. I was messing around one day, and we ended up putting those chicken fingers on a bun and pouring Mike's hot honey on it.
Oh yeah, you had me at hot honey.
Yeah, and just a little bit of slaw and some pickles, and that thing just, we can't keep it. It's just nuts, dude. Like,
really,
there's a reason that there's a line around Chick-fil-A. People just lose it. I think it's comfort food, right? Like, I know that's gonna be good no matter what, and then I'll just dip it in ranch because that's what I do. I'm gonna get an extra side of ranch.
Right, there's just no winning, right? And then Portillo's is coming to town, and that's gonna be a game changer for Italian beef. So speaking of the food at the Monica tonight, obviously I'm a judge, so I get to taste what both Chef Kyrie and Chef Jake, who are competing against each other for the final tonight, I get to taste what they're making, but they're not making enough for everyone that's spectating. So if people go there hungry, are they going to be able to eat at the Monica or just drink it up?
Man, we're gonna have, the kitchen will be open all night. We're gonna have both bars open. We'll have all the garage doors open. We have the 80-inch, so you guys can, if you're not right up front, you can still watch it.
That's awesome.
We're gonna make a party out of it. We're gonna have Southern Wine and Spirits out there doing Casadoras. Got a Master Mix DJs is gonna come set the stage. You guys are gonna be walking out to your own walkout songs. It's gonna be kind of very WWE.
Yeah. Did you pick your walkout songs already? No. What about you, Jake? No. All right, we'll try to find a good walkout song for you.
If not, we're gonna pick them for you. So
yeah, you better pick one. You don't want... All right, well, we're gonna get to know Chef Kyrie and Chef Jake a little bit more on the broadcast stream, and when we return on the FM side, the competition begins today, this morning. So I'm gonna have Chef Kyrie and Chef Jake face off against each other in a round of trivia, just so to see who could beat one another before they go and face off against each other tonight at the Monica. All that more coming up on the broadcast. So keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Oh yes.
Yeah, they didn't even do that last year, and then all of a sudden you text me that, and I'm like, crap.
Yeah.
So I'm like cleaning up the kitchen, just like playing random songs. I'm like, that might be a good one.
What are some of your what are you considering as far as your walkout song? Do you have a short list at least?
The number one, I put out like a little trivia to all my friends, and everyone keeps telling me to do Survivor by Destiny's Child.
I'm a survivor. Well, yeah. I mean, you were through the ringer with everything that you had on your plate over the past couple months in the competition. You obviously had priorities, and through all that, you were able to still defeat your competition and make your way to the finals. So I can see why Survivor would be a good song. Jake, what about you? Do you have a short list of songs that you might come out with something stony?
I mean, Tangerine Sky did cross my mind, but honestly,
You did wear that tangerine shirt last
yep,
time.
that happened.
Yeah, that happened.
I don't know, maybe something by Sophie Tucker.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sophie Tucker's, that's good. What's the single I'm thinking about with Sophie?
Music Geeks.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
I know. I love it.
It's
I love
all right.
it. It makes me feel.
I know the conversion rate from grams to ounces or whatever.
I too sold weed in high school.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I was talking about baking.
Oh, yeah. Same thing.
So was he.
Yeah. So was I. I was baked all the time. All right. So the game that we're gonna have you guys play here when we return is a chewing gum trivia. Okay, since you're chefs, that's what I figured. All chefs know is chewing gum. I'll be giving it's a multiple choice, and you guys are gonna basically be trying to get the most correct answers, and that's going into Knife Fight. And I'll tell you this: winning this game does have a little bit of weight and relevancy going into the final tonight, because then I will add 5 points to whoever. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I'm going to be
like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We need to clear that.
Yeah. Are you sure? I can't skew and give a handicap to whoever loses the chewing gum trivia. All right, I'll go straight up, and there won't be a handicap, but bragging rights for sure.
Yep.
Going into it, and I think it's a good way to kind of warm up a friendly competition, right? So
Yep.
and you could even use Chef Gary as a timeline. All right. You each get one Chef Gary card to weigh in.
A lifeline.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
I'm like a timeline. I'm
No,
I
I
have
mean
a watch,
lifeline.
bro.
Did I
And
say
there it is on my
timeline?
phone. I don't know what you're talking about.
I said timeline. Well, if you thought I'm brain dead today on a Monday, just
Time
wait
is a
till tomorrow
construct.
morning. I mean, now, what was the dish that won it for you in the semifinals going into the finals? We'll start off with Jake on this one.
I think it was the
Lettuce.
lettuce wraps.
Lettuce wraps.
Yeah, the quinoa lettuce wraps. I put some pork belly in there and this fennel sausage.
Oh, there you
Everybody
go.
was bugging me. What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? For the whole competition. But yeah, that one. I think they called it a party in their mouth. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
that was
the
it
winner.
was definitely lettuce wraps. We did the caprese, which was decent. I thought I needed a little bit more seasoning, and then the first dish was pretty baller too. That I can't wrap my head
The
around.
caprese was like a salad,
the-
right? That they put together. Was that?
Oh no, he did some like grilled bread, and
It was like a
you can talk about it because I don't remember.
uh,
I was busy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Drink.
so that one was the pepitos that
Oh yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
brought. And I did it was like a caprese. It just did like a bunch of herbs and cherry tomatoes and a little balsamic and the pepitos just to give it a little bit of extra crunch.
Yeah.
I do love that combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite is like when somebody brings a secret ingredient and they get waxed by the other person. Because I think the point difference was like 8-9 points on that dish, and I'm just like, dude, that's your secret. How'd you get waxed on your secret ingredient, dude? Like, you brought something. Anyways, that's
Yeah. So, Kyrie, what was your dish that got you to the finals?
I have no idea.
He had too much going on. Oh, poor Kyrie. And you're still going to be coming, even as a zombie,
Yeah.
you're still a threat. So,
I made food.
yeah,
Just say a random word in Spanish.
just say it
Maybe my first dish I only won by a point
Mm,
with the pig's blood.
Oh yeah.
yeah. With the pig's blood. Ooh, yeah. And of course, you have the secret ingredients all lined up, ready for tonight, Chef Gary. And of course, neither chef knows. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we have two. We're doing bar fight too, right?
Doing the bar fight. So we got David Clark from the Delta, and we got Mr. Dirty Sanchez, Jose from Cobra Bar. We're gonna see if he can actually pull out a W this year. He's always number 2, always a bridesmaid.
Oh,
Always a bridesmaid.
always making it to the finals, but never going. So
Never
yeah,
going.
I love that. All right. Shout out to Chef Michael Elefante as well. Your friend and co-organizer.
He was supposed to
Night
be
Fight.
here. He had a barbecue competition this weekend. He just got back yesterday. So
All these guys constantly competing.
yeah, he took a 7th place in his chicken. So congrats to Mike up there. And
we're gonna go through. I think we've seen a couple of our
Payson.
friends
He's
that
up there
are
in
here in the
Payson.
Iron Chef
Oh, nice.
contest.
Hold on a
We
second.
want to
I'm
just
trying
check
to
in
play
on
this
them and see how
video,
they're
but
doing for dinner. So let's just take a walk, shall we? 'Cause you know we do it big. Oh, hey, Chef Ramiro, how you doing over here? This guy can never stand still. He's always dancing around. God, he's awesome. Travis.
Yo, rock on Tucson, eat gummy bears, live longer. Woo!
Those are those new world famous Joe Special gummy bears. We got my guy CJ right here. CJ just new pork chop on the 3rd generation menu. Can't beat it. And then the world famous Anthony, king of meat. This guy knows. This guy knows.
Tucson.
What was that? Let me hear that again one more time.
Best cut Tucson.
That's right. Best cut in Tucson down here at Mama Luisa's. Iron Chef 2017. That's how we do it.
That's fantastic video. You still have that head, Gary?
I don't know what happened to him. I mean, just 2017. We've been through a pandemic. I don't even know. Like,
That's true. I would have kept that head though
I
for
know.
sure. Yeah, and I tried to cue it up and it just fired through. Whoever's not muted, mute that shit. All right, mute that shit. Oh, you just got to turn the volume all the way down. That's how that works. But Mama Louise's best pasta you're gonna taste in town, man. And that spaghetti, I still have like wet dreams about that spaghetti.
handmade every day, baby.
Yeah. It's legit. So
Yep.
you taking a girl out for an Italian dinner?
Just-
Mama Louise's.
Joe Special veal chop.
Mhm.
Mhm.
What are you serving at House of Bards? Like, what's on the menu there?
So I mean, we have a lot of bar food. I'm still kind of working a lot with the menu that they had before, but we're actually in the process of creating an entirely new menu. And then I'm gonna have, like I said, I do a lot of Asian food.
Yeah.
And then also, a lot of stoner food too. So I mean, really,
Asian stoner food.
yeah. And I mean, right now, like my two biggest things that are like I got them on my specials board, but they're going on the menu are my fried rice and then our barbecue bacon quesadilla.
Nice.
I know they're kind of, they seem pretty separate, but yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to bring I'm gonna bring some curries and then like New Mexican green chili.
Yeah. Get the hatch green chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I made that last year, and that was as a special, and that was a big old favorite. Everybody was super about that.
Yeah, in the Southwest for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a fan of House of Bards venue, and we want our venues to prosper in town, right? And so as they rebuild, I'd love to do shows out there, but it's great to hear that they have a good kitchen, and it's going to be surprising to a lot of people who are going out for whatever kind of show.
Yeah,
as they go and rebuild.
Yeah, I think kind of the reaction is, pretty often that people haven't figured out yet that we have a kitchen.
No, the reaction's always the same. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's how it is every single time. I was there for the Mick Foley show, and it's yeah. And I did not, expect a kitchen in that place. It's a good place to hang out and party and have some drinks, but yeah.
We brought, and then I'm just trying to. Over the last year, I've been trying to just kind of bring some, just raise the quality of the food because, I mean, why not? I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then also, like it's really awesome because that, the kitchen really helps support a bunch of local bands.
Mhm.
And I mean, really, that's kind of our bread and butter at House of Bards is all the local bands. Which
100%.
That's just it's awesome because really Tucson's a music town. So. I mean, first stop out of LA that's not Phoenix. So,
Yeah, well, a lot of bands were, they would route through here, and they're trying to get them to route back. But, Phoenix opened up a bunch of venues to counter that. But TCC is doing their part and, booking bands at the Linda Ronstadt Music Hall and the arena. Of course, Rialto's still doing their thing. House of Bards, Rock, so, and we look forward to taking over all those venues at one time or another. So,
we'd be happy to have you.
Yeah. No, we'll talk soon. But first you got to win. All right. The pressure is on. Which I'm excited to try both of your guys' food tonight. It's going to be a good time over at the Monica. So if you guys aren't doing anything and you could sleep in a little bit tomorrow night, the Monica tonight. Of course, it's on a Monday because this is the chef's competition, right? We've had our company does like Iron Chef and that's great. But this is a competition within the industry. This is the best of the best within the industry. And you're getting these ultimate bragging rights amongst other restaurant owners and chefs here in town, and you build that up. So do you know that it's the difference in the way people treat or react to you, Kyrie, after winning Knife Fight last year?
Not really, because I just kind of stay very quiet. Unless it's like going to work or playing with the horses, I really don't go out much.
Well, trust me, they're saying a lot of good things.
Yeah, she was at a private resort last year before she left to open up her own restaurant. So I think the recognition will.
Yeah, and honestly, and does it say anything in your bio there, or anything in the property in the lobby that says you're a Knife Fight winner?
Got the trophy there. You got anything?
No, we don't
You
have anything
should.
up yet.
Oh,
We're
man.
still working on decor. It's still kind of like a blank slate in there. We're just kind of slowly
Gotcha.
Yeah,
building it.
I want to see that. What's your vision for like the ultimate eating dining room?
Something that'll, I guess, people will want to come in and just relax. Because I need to get new chairs though, because our chairs are not comfortable at all.
Oh yeah, you don't like your chairs?
No.
Yeah, just get a bunch of bean bags.
I love sex.
That's how I like to eat, just laying on my back like a
Mustard on stuff.
a Greek king. Yeah. Have your waiters come out with grapes, just put them in their mouths and stuff. Really nice. Fantastic.
I like this.
Yeah, you've been to the
That
lobby
sounds like
yet?
it should. That sounds like it should be at House of Bards. Like, bring me my grapes, woman.
Yep. All right, we got about 15 seconds. This is the chewing gum trivia game that you guys are going to play against each other. Again, you will have one lifeline where you could call for Chef Gary to help you answer this, and whoever loses 10 points off their overall score. Okay. Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. Hey, Rico.
Yeah.
I want to play a game. All right, so here's the deal. I got our two finalists for Night Fight that are going to be going head-to-head tonight at the Monica starting at 8 o'clock. Chef Jake from House of Bards and Chef Kyrie from The Lobby on First and Wetmore. They're both finalists. They beat the best of the best as far as Tucson chefs within this industry to be a Night Fight finalist. And for Chef Kyrie, she's a returning champion. So the first back-to-back contestant in the final since Chef Gary himself. But she's going for the first person ever to win back-to-back knife fights. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to see how good they are competing while playing a little game against each other. So I have Chef Jake and Chef Kyrie going heads up in the chewing gum trivia. Yesterday was National Chewing Gum Day. Did you know this?
No.
Did you get a Google notification? Well, you should have. Fantastic. All right. So I'm going to ask you guys going back and forth, just a little trivia, and it's multiple choice trivia. Okay. And there might be some trick questions in there as well. Just a heads up. And we'll start off with our returning champ, Chef Kyrie. All right. So here is the first question. I'm going to ask this. All right. Swallowed gum remains in your stomach for how long?
7 days.
Oh, wait. I'm going to give you multiple choices here. Let's see. Yeah. I think she knows this answer. Let's see. All right. Is it A, 2 years, B, 7 years, C, 8 years, or D, none of the above?
D, none of the above.
D, none of the above. Answer is that is correct. None of the above. It is not 7 days. In fact, actually, it's a myth that it stays in your stomach at all. So swallow that gum. All right, 1 point for Chef Kyrie. Up to you, Chef Jake. Here's your question. Forward-looking scientists believe a special type of gum may help prevent what? Is it A, arthritis, B, cancer, C, broken bones, or D, blindness?
God. I don't know. C?
You're going to say C, broken bones.
Sure.
That is incorrect. Incorrect. To steal the point, Chef Kyrie, can you take a guess?
Can you repeat the answers?
Is it A, forward-thinking scientists believe this a special type of gum may help them prevent A, arthritis, B, cancer, it's not C, broken bones, or D, blindness?
Let's go with A.
Going with A, arthritis, and that is incorrect. Yeah, it was B, cancer. Looking for gum. I don't think that's going to be the Nicorette gum, but still. All right, here's our next question. Going back to Chef Kyrie on this one. All right. Research suggests that chewing gum after blank will help you heal faster. Is that A, abdominal surgery, B, tonsillitis, C, appendicitis, or D, LASIK surgery? And again, it's Chef Kyrie. You could always use a lifeline, Chef Gary. Do you have a guess?
No.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. They got a gum for that. All right. So Kyrie had a B, C, or D. Which one are you guessing?
What were the answers again?
Abdominal surgery, tonsillitis, appendicitis, or LASIK surgery?
Let's go with B.
B, tonsillitis. That is incorrect.
Oh.
Yeah. Chef Jake for the steal.
I'm going to go with A.
A, abdominal surgery is correct. Yes. Oh, yes. Research suggests that chewing gum after that will help you heal faster from abdominal surgery. All right, we're all tied up here going in to our next question. Again, these are the finalists that are facing off against each other in the Knife Fight Finals at the Monica, and it opens up. It starts at 8 p.m. tonight. I'll be one of the judges there. Here's our next question going to Chef Jake. The Chewing Gum Action Group was created in England to A, introduce preschool children to the wonderful world of gum, B, lobby parliament in the interest of gum companies, C, teach citizens to throw their used gum in garbage bins, or D, provide free chewing gum to underprivileged families?
That has to be C.
C, teach citizens to throw their used gum in garbage bins? That is correct. Oh, Chef Jake. From
Pick the most
behind.
English answer.
Yeah, that was super English. All right, back to Chef Kyrie here. All right, here is your question. A new type of gum claims to reduce bacteria in your mouth by A, 10 times, B, 50 times, C, 80 times, or D, 300 times.
Go with 50.
Going with 50. That is a good answer because that is correct. Oh, we are all tied up. We got Chef Jake going against Chef Kyrie in our first round of competition. Of course, the main competition is Knife Fight tonight at the Monica. We're going to continue this game at the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/BeefVegan to find out who wins. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents after these words. Clear. All right, here we go. A lot of gum trivia.
My friends are gonna have my friends are absolutely gonna love that because they all know that I absolutely hate gum.
You hate gum? You just
hate it. Like chewing on it makes me irrationally angry, and I think it was like because you remember the zebra gum from the 90s.
Oh
yeah.
You chew
like
it like
10 seconds.
you chew it like twice, and it's dust, and it's awful, and yeah.
But you got the cool little like thing looking like stick and get the temporary
It just
tattoo.
wasn't worth it. Like I'll go buy. Nope, I can't chew on it.
So are you a breath mint guy then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because you gotta do something about the funk though, right?
I mean, you can brush your teeth.
I mean, I guess you can try that too. Yeah, I heard that works. But gum, so much easier. All right, well, let's keep it going. We're all tied up here. This is a competition, and I feel like it's going to be a pretty close competition going in tonight. Am I wrong?
No.
No, not at all.
Yeah, pretty evenly matched here. Okay. All right, here we go. So I guess it's back to Chef Kyrie. No, Chef Kyrie just answered correctly. So back to Chef Jake here. All right. Chewing gum.
Yeah.
All right. Chewing gum was strictly forbidden in blank between 1992 and 2004. Was it A, Croatia, B, Belize, C, Morocco, or D, Singapore?
It's D, Singapore.
You're correct, man. This guy, he knows this gum trivia. He hates it so much he knows everything about it.
I moved to Singapore.
Yeah.
Strict gum laws.
Exactly. Yeah, well, what was the reason why you guessed that, Jake?
Oh, I actually knew that. My brain's full of useless trivia. Yeah, I mean nothing important, just song lyrics from '93 and useless trivia.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, and the laws of Singapore. I say, I would have narrowed it down to that too, because Singapore is so strict about graffiti or any kind of mess whatsoever. So yeah, that country is just anti-gum. All right, so Jake has the lead, 3-2. Kyrie, all right, you need to get this answer right to stay in the game. In fact, actually, no, that was my last question. Jake won the game. So sorry. All right. Well, that's a sign of things to come. You better bring your A game tonight, Kyrie. You're already, coming from behind.
I won the game.
Yeah, that was very close.
But I lost the game.
Yes. Well, congratulations on that.
China.
I thought I had at least like 7 more.
Why? Who wrote that list?
I was Googling.
That's a lot of gum trivia.
It is. Yeah, I got a gum fetish, and yeah, I went through. I was like, oh, National Gum Day. Okay, let's go down to Google rabbit hole. I'm much like you, Jake. I have a bunch of useless information in my brain, and don't know how to spell useless information. So, right. Well, let's see. All right, here's the deal. I gotta hit the reset, play an endorsement on the air. This morning we had Nikki call in for F My Life.
Yeah.
And in case you missed it, it went a little something like this.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid. It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, time for another round of F My Life. Here's unfortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can give us a call right now, 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362. And Rico and I weigh in on your F My Life situation. Are you ready, Rico?
Let's do it.
Our first email sent to me by Greg. He said, Sunday I got called a loser by an old man wearing pink flip-flops and riding a purple moped. Oh, sometimes it just stings, you know. F My Life, Rico.
Yeah, it sucks living in Portland as it is, I'm sure.
Nah,
F My Life.
No, that's just 4th Avenue for you. So yeah, definitely an F My Life. Looks like somebody's calling right off the bat. Let's go to the phone, see what we got. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
Hi, this is Nikki.
Hey, Nikki, you have an F My Life for us?
Oh, hell yeah. So when I was, I just turned 21, I was still living in Chicago at the time, and I got fired from my job, and I got fired because they could never find me. And the reason they couldn't find me is I was partying all night, and I'd be sleeping under people who had called in deaf. Yeah, I'd be pulling the chair in, and they said, look, you do great work, but we haven't seen you for 4 months, and we're going to have to let you go. So that's because I was from the night before underneath other people's desks.
You know, I relate to this so hard. When I was detailing cars, when I was young, I was 19, every single night I was partying, and I would be sleeping on like a bed of dirty towels each and every lunch break and through most of the day. And I got fired as well. But for me, younger me, I'm saying big baby, just like I'm saying big baby for you. What do you say, Rico?
You know what? We all did that. We'd wake up in different states every other weekend, you know? Big baby.
But yeah, losing your job for doing your job very poorly definitely is a big baby situation, all right? Yes. Since I have you here, I'll have you weigh in on the next F My Life with us. How about that, okay, Nikki?
All right, sounds good.
All right, Brittany sent me this one. beefvegan@kfma.com. She said, this weekend I went to take out my Nuva ring. To my surprise, I couldn't find it. I've had unprotected sex almost every day this month, and I don't know when it fell out. Is that enough My Life, Nikki?
Ooh. Yeah, for sure. That's my life.
All right. What do you say, Rico?
Yeah, that's a pretty bad one.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, too. And it sounds like your boyfriend has a hooked penis. All right, and final F My Life of the day. I know, I'm sorry I took it there. This one sent to me, Brandon. He sent this to me on Friday. I was looking forward to reading this one. He said, yesterday evening I got caught self-pleasuring, and my girl grabbed my phone from me and wants to know who the bitch in the video with me that I was watching is. She would not talk to me for hours, refusing to look at the video. The girl in the video was her.
Oh.
That's My Life. We'll start off.
Big baby.
You gonna say big baby? He was still in the
yeah,
doghouse.
Nikki says big baby.
All right, what do you say, Rico?
Yeah, big baby. She at least found out where the Nova ring went.
Yeah, not the same girl, but yes.
Hey.
All right, big baby all the way around. Keep those emails coming. beefvegan@kfma.com. Nikki, thank you for sharing your F My Life and weighing in on F My Life's with us, okay?
Thanks, Beef. Go KFMA.
That's right. All right, we're going to hit the reset. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
All right, back. What are you talking about burn after reading for? What? Oh, John Malkovich. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Rico's tying all the strings together in 6 Degrees from John Malkovich. So we're back here on the podcast broadcast. Yeah. As you got Chef Kyrie, of course, with our finalists for Night Fight, which is a good deal. And I do have a hard-hitting question that I'm saving for on air. Yeah. So be ready for that. All right. So when you come here, you expect hard-hitting questions. That's what we're here for. You know, all of them. All right. Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, good.
Journalism at its best.
Yeah. Did you get any sleep last night, Kyrie? Are you sleeping at all? What's your average amount of hours of sleep per night with everything that's going on?
About 4.
Yeah, about 4.
4?
4 hours.
Did you just have a baby?
No.
You just opened a restaurant.
Horses.
Oh, horses.
Yeah,
the horses.
horses.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Forgot.
Gotta get that horse time in before.
You can't see, but the teaser I posted last night, her picture is a picture of her on her horse jumping over the Knife Fight banner.
Oh, did you put this? Really?
Yeah.
That's
it can't.
badass.
It cut it off. Like it was because whatever Pixar's.
Did you put that on your Facebook page?
Yeah, it's on
All right, I'm
the
pulling
Knife Fight Facebook page.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pull it up right now so we can see it. All right, let me ask you this, Kyrie. Since you are a chef, and I saw this with the stats, I think it was like 43% of people make dinners for their dog, right? So you make dinners for your horse, like an extravagant dinner, because I know you love your horses, right? Every horse owner loves them like their kid.
Well, on their birthdays, they do. I'll make them like bran mash with carrots and apples and oats, molasses. Unless it's Bo, because he has tummy problems.
Look at that. See?
Oh my God.
I knew it. I knew it. That's so funny.
But I do cook for the dogs too. Especially at my parents' house, they get their own little home cooked meal every week.
What's their home cooked meal of the week?
This week it's chicken with sweet potato, carrots, and peas.
Fuck. I knew it.
I don't eat that good, dude.
I know. That's what I was saying. I knew her dogs eat better than I do. That's it's brutal. All right, let's see this knife fight video. I'm on the knife fight page. Where's the video? Oh, just picture. Okay, I'll pull it up. Right there. Okay. Yeah, and this is Kyrie just doing her Saturday thing. Yeah. Yep. And you raised horses your entire life?
No, I actually was like a horse crazy kid. And then when I turned 8, my mom sent me to a riding camp. She's like, oh, you're going to see, they stink, they smell, they're big, there's so much work. And that was the end of it.
Yeah. So it backfired. She thought you were going to hate it and you fell in love instantly.
I did.
Yeah. So, and then you have horses. How many horses do you have?
We currently have 7.
Who's we?
Me and my mom.
Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, so you're like, you're on board or we're not.
Yeah.
So
you're
now
not my
she's
mom
on
anymore.
board.
So
Well, what was cool is like, her 2 newest horses are half Gypsy Banners, and I got to kind of like nerd out on naming them.
Okay.
Because I really love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So we have Theoden, son of Rohan, and then we have Eowyn of Rohan, because Rohan are the horse lords.
That's amazing. Yeah. Are you a big fan of the new Amazon series or no?
Yes.
Okay, good. Did they get it right? Are they getting it right?
Kind of, but they are changing it to make like every movie is for TV to make it a better story plot.
Right. And you think they're changing it for the
with
better?
The pouty face.
Right.
Tolkien would be rolling over in his grave. How dare you?
Exactly. That's what I want to know. Like, I mean, from a super fan, a self-proclaimed super fan, with them making those changes,
Oh.
Yeah. The One Ring scripture.
Yeah. So but as a self-proclaimed super fan, them making those changes not upsetting you, or you kind of excited about it? It looks like you're kind of like on the fence, like you're not liking it.
Well, it's like every movie; they always change it to fit TV.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Books are good though.
Yeah, the books are great. They're classics. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Just found out from Chef Kyrie that the Lord of the Rings books are pretty good. So I don't know if you heard. Yeah.
If you got any
check it out.
Spare time.
Yeah.
Some light reading.
Yeah. Now, of course, we're stoked that we're stoked that Chef Jake is even here with us today because he got hit by a drunk driver last night. Still on the lookout for that drunk driver, by the way. So if you know anyone who's driving, what was the car again, Chef Jake?
The black S10.
A black S10. Who was speeding down Speedway's off ramp on I-10. And do you think the S10 has damage? Did they hit you at all?
No, they didn't. They didn't hit me. They didn't hit us at all. They just they ran us off the road and ran us down the embankment at Speedway on the on ramp, and then bounced us off the curbs. And now the truck only has 2 wheels.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now, if you would have stayed, you said ran us off the road. So if you would have stayed in your lane, so to speak,
yeah, he absolutely would have hit us.
It would have hit you. So you were just avoiding it the entire way.
Yeah.
At any point, were you overreacting?
I mean, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you made it.
Well played.
Yeah. Well played. Yeah. You lived to survive. The reason why I bring that up is if you were this dude who got struck a moose, I wonder if you caught the person, how you would enact your revenge for the person who ran you off the road. This guy was driving on a motorcycle and struck a moose and survived. All right. But the moose did not. So now his plan to get revenge on this moose who effed him up is to eat that moose. And that's what he's going to do to get his revenge. He killed the moose and he broke both his arms. but he is expected to get out of the hospital. And now, after his painful recovery, the silver lining is someone gathered up the dead moose for him, which means he's going to get about 100 pounds of meat to help him get through his recovery, and he's going to eat that moose. And yeah,
just 100 pounds of meat off that moose. That's crazy. Those things are like the size of trees.
That's true.
Tom Green's taking a hard left.
Yes, he is. He is. But it's a great way to tenderize those moose. You know?
Yeah, there is that.
Meese or whatever. All right, so we're gonna keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Your beef tip coming up next. Beef Vegan Presents, so don't go away.
Damn, it's already 10.
All right, yeah. So, like same thing. So you could eat the person who run you off the road. That would be good revenge.
Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's almost Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the
Long
mystery item tonight for
Oh God.
So the secret ingredient. If the secret ingredient for tonight's knife fight is moose, what are you preparing as your signature dish? That's what I want to know. We'll start off with Chef Jake here. I'm just throw it in there. Have you ever tried moose?
Have I ever tried? Yeah, I actually have tried moose.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's gamey and tough.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, terrible. Like
Picture was from the Renaissance Festival.
That's true. You know those turkey legs aren't real turkey? Fuck them, man.
We gotta settle that.
Ugh. No, they're not. They're emu. No, they're emu. 100%. Did you know that?
Not real turkey. What?
Yeah, the turkey legs are emu. You know there aren't turkeys that big, first and foremost, and the amount of ligaments and the taste.
What is it, ostrich?
Yeah, emu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the
I don't think so, bro.
100%, man.
Who fed you that?
No, that's a fact.
I would believe you that there's not wild turkeys that size, but I'll tell you what, wild turkeys are creepy.
Yeah, they'll get you.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're just not and that many. And if you notice, the reason why they're
do
able
so much research on this one. At least.
I mean, honestly, though, have you ever seen like a chicken from the 50s? Like they were tiny little birds,
yes.
man, and now they're these like absolutely monsters that are just made out of like
chemicals.
Yeah.
Steroids.
Hardly call them chickens anymore. So sure that they're not. I'll go with you. They're not turkey legs, but they once were turkeys.
Do you think that
genetically modified? I don't know.
They're 100% genetically modified, and through generations, you think America as a whole craves chicken sandwiches so much because we're chemically dependent on them?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's not good.
No. Back to the turkey legs real quick. The reason why they can get away with like false advertising is if you notice any turkey leg offering, they don't spell legs properly. They won't say it's actual turkey. So turkey legs at the Renaissance Fair is with 2 G's, right? So that way it's not an accurate it's a brand.
You just broke Jake.
Let me tell you something. I swore I was not going to go back to Renaissance Fair after that last time that I went. But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Now I need to go because I need to see this for myself.
Oh, it's so gross.
Go up to the turkey. What is this? What are you feeding us?
Yeah.
That were all the children have gone with all the unattended. What's happening here?
How did you just become the macho man? Let me tell you something.
I know there's too many ligaments here for no turkey has ligaments like that. Those are running legs. I was never more disappointed in my life, and I won't let the Renaissance Fair get away with it, to be honest with you. So
you know what? I'm on your team.
Yeah. And like I was like when I went to the Renaissance Fair this last year, and it was my first time, my number one goal was to get a turkey leg because I'm fat. So I didn't need any of the other stuff. But I was like, let me get a turkey leg. That's gonna be awesome. Walk around and have a bunch of dirt, get on my turkey leg and eat it like
dirt
the Renaissance
on my turkey
time.
leg.
Right?
Should be on this list.
Yeah. But then almost immediately after it was revealed to us that it was emu. And then I started thinking about it in hindsight, but like, yeah, that turkey was rough and didn't taste like turkey at all. And super pink and it's gross. It's gross.
I don't think so though.
I'm telling you.
Right.
This is a fact. It's a fact. The fact that you didn't even know this, Chef Gary, disappoints me. You're a chef. You should know this.
I just took the blue pill.
So Chef Kyrie, I still ask that question. If moose was your secret ingredient, what are you cooking? I got some theme music for you.
where would the location be at for tonight at the Monica?
Yeah. If it's knife fight finale, moose secret ingredient, and Gary, I apologize.
I
If
don't even
moose
know where
is
to
the secret
find
ingredient.
moose, like in town. Like I don't even.
Moose pot pie.
You got a
Dickman's.
You got a moose. You got a moose guy.
I was at Moose Cottage Pie.
I got a moose guy.
Yeah,
You
so I
got a
was
moose
like,
guy.
What are you two tonight?
Curry, I don't know.
Oh god.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You gonna try to carnate it? You gonna turn it into some moose tacos?
Oh,
Moose pot pie.
Moose pot pie. Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
You only got 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Things we can do in 45 minutes. Now we have a grill.
Yeah. So they do have a few caveats of tonight. They actually have a real gas grill, 36
Okay.
inches.
Nice.
They made it to the finale, so they get the benefit of power. So if they want to bring a blender, mixer, food processor, whatever that is, they will have power.
That wasn't the case before.
No, and you don't. You only get power at the final.
Nice. Okay.
And then
I promise I'll use it.
yeah, she brought a bunch of stuff last year, didn't use any of it.
Right.
So and then we're gonna give them an extra 5 minutes for to make sure that the dishes are perfect and what they want. We reduced the competition time last year to 40 minutes because we saw a lot of chefs just kind of standing around.
Yeah.
I think you were privy to that
Yeah.
a couple times, to where people are like and we're just like, we're the dude with the stick, like, do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
and like, make your dish better. So we're like, oh, let's reduce the time. And then this year it's just been like, it's just
Wipe
killing
out.
people, dude. Like,
Right, yeah.
like only putting up one dish, or like forgetting ingredients, or just crazy stuff. So yeah, it should be it'll be a great, awesome time tonight. I think we're gonna have a huge turnout. You guys are gonna be on the big stage, and Beef will be there, and bring the kids. It's been we've called it Tucson Knife Fight Daycare this year because everybody's bringing their kids, so it's pretty
Nice.
cool. And we kind of cleaned up the show a little bit, so it's not
Less cursing.
and more family friendly. And so yeah, if you're not doing anything tonight, come down to the Monica, 8 p.m. kickoff. Get there early, get your seats. We do the raffles. We got a bunch of cool stuff we're giving away, and it's all for charity. And these chefs, it's for bragging rights.
Awesome. Well, let's get on the air and we'll repeat some of that.
Oh Jesus!
2.1 Cafe. Got Chef Gary and Chef Kyrie and Chef Jake. Chef Gary, co-organizer of Knife Fight, which he just put a lengthy plug in that you can get at youtube.com/beefvegan. The key is tonight, the Monica. It's going down 8:00. Will Chef Kyrie be the first ever knife fight competitor to win back-to-back titles, or will Chef Jake from the House of Bards supply the unlikely upset? That's the running theme and storyline going into. Well, it's unlikely because you're from House of Bards, dude. Like, she's got her own restaurant. And all due respect to House of Bards, dude, I go there for shows. No one is expecting the chef, the best chef in town.
That's true. Nobody has.
Yeah, nobody's making
Nobody has.
and nobody's yet.
No, you know what though? But I'm here, and you ain't getting a single point from me for free.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Little
Little smack
little
talk.
trash talk.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, after this is all said and done, you're gonna have to reserve a table at House of Bards 3 months in advance if
Let's
Jake
go.
takes down the title. So he's definitely putting them on the map as far as culinary is concerned. And of course, Chef Kyrie, who's been having a fantastic and busy year, has made her way to the finals through opening up her very own restaurant and take care of her 7 horses and everything else in between. So hats off to both of you. For making it to the finals, and congratulations, and have fun tonight. And may the best person win, whoever that may be. Before we wrap up the show, I'd like to give you a beef tip. Now, again, we talked about earlier that 2022 must be the year of vibrating devices and cheating as such. So if you don't have a game plan going into tonight's knife fight final, try vibrating anal beats. I don't know if it's going to make you a better chef, but it may help you have a better time even if you lose. So there is no loser when you utilize vibrating anal beads. And that's my beef tip to you and everyone out there listening today. So consider that. And good luck to both of you yet again. Don't forget, the knife fight is also a bar fight. And shout out to the finalists there. Again, it kicks off at 8 p.m., hosted by Chef Gary and Chef Michael Elefante. It's a great time. Extremely entertaining, and it's going to be at the Monica, which is beautiful as well, out there on their patio. Food provided for all. If you provide the money, they'll provide the food.
Yep.
That's how that works. Yes. I'd like to thank you guys for coming in, hanging out with us as always, and good luck tonight. We'll see you at the Monica. Until then, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
Cook a moose roast. A moose roast.
and
Moose
do all
roast.
your grief.
Recipes?
But if
Yeah.
Are you
you
looking at
get
recipes?
me
None of
a
that's
kind
so
of bag,
common.
I will knock out all your teeth.
I would